What's up, everybody? It's John from JohnnyOctave.com, and I've got a blues lick for you guys today. The only thing about this blues lick that might differ from some of the other stuff that I've shown you in the past is this lick is going to be specific to a chord in the blues. It's going to go over the 5 chord, so I call it a 5-chord lick. So what I'm going to do first is I'm going to show everybody out there that already kind of knows about theory and what a 5 chord is. I'm going to go ahead and show the lick first, and then what I'm going to do is for any of you out there that don't know maybe anything about theory, or you have no idea what 5 chord means, or that's just a totally awkward, weird term for you, I will explain that after I show you the lick. So those of you that already know about theory, you're going to get the lick, you can go practice it. And for those of you that know nothing about 5 chords or 1 chords or 4 chords or anything like that, hang out and I'll explain that to you so that you guys can place this lick that I'm going to show you in the best place possible so that it sounds great. Okay, so let me show you the lick first. Okay, you guys, let me show this lick to you. So the first thing you're going to do, well, let me play it first. Okay, so what I'm doing here is I'm sliding with my index finger from about the 6th fret. If it's a whole step slide, you just don't hear, you know, kind of almost a ghost note slide. You don't hear where it's coming from. It's about a whole step below. You slide into the 8th fret on the B string, okay, with your index finger. And then what you're going to do is reach up to the high E string with your 3rd finger at the 10th fret. Okay. And then what you're going to do is come back to the 8th fret on the B string, and then hop back up to the 10th fret on the high E string, and pick that twice. So it's going to sound like this. And that's all alternate picking, so you down, up, down, up, down, up. Okay, what happens next is you're going to come up to the high E string at the 8th fret with your index finger. You're going to do one of these pick, pick, pull licks. Okay, and what that is, you're going to pick the high E string, 8th fret, index finger. And then you're going to pick the high E string, 10th fret with your 3rd finger. And then you're going to pull off your 3rd finger to your 1st finger at the 8th fret. So the pull off is from the 10th fret to the 8th fret. That. So you pick, pick, pull. Pick, pick, pull. Okay, down, up, pull. So it sounds like this. Okay? And then what we do next is reach down to the B string 11th fret with your pinky. Okay? You're going to go back up to the high E string 8th fret with your index finger. Okay, and then you're going to go back to the 11th fret on the B string, and then you're going to pull off with your pinky from the 11th fret to the 8th fret to your 1st finger at the B string 8th fret. So let me play all that really slow for you. So what happens next is you're going to come down to the 10th fret on the G string, okay, and then back up to the B string on the 8th fret. You're going to pick that guy twice. So it's this, from the pull off. Sounds like that. So let me put that all together for you. explain to you, for those of you that already knew what a 5 chord was, you guys can go practice that lick, have a new 5 chord lick in your arsenal. And for those of you that didn't know what a 5 chord was, let me explain to you what that is. Alright, for those of you that are still hanging out that need to know what a 5 chord is, I'm going to give you guys a basic overview of a 5 chord so that you can place this lick, okay? So to understand a basic blues, you guys need to understand that there are 3 main chords to a blues, okay? Those chords are the 1 chord, the 4 chord, and the 5 chord of a key. Now, we're in the key of C, okay? So if we use this basic blues as the example, okay, we're using that as the example. This first chord that you hear in the progression, in this case C, that's our 1 chord, okay? That's the first chord in the key. Okay? Now the next chord that you hear, okay, coming up here, that's the 4 chord in the key. Okay, so that's the next chord in this blues. Now, if you count up 4 notes in a C scale, C, D, E, F, you'll find that this chord right here that you play, or that you hear, is an F. Okay? So if I play the F, back to the 1 chord, I think that's what's really important before I show you where the 5 chord is, but you're probably already guessing at this point, is that it's important not necessarily to know exactly what the note is, although that is very important. I think the more important thing is to start hearing this stuff with your ears so that you can identify with your ears what it feels like to be on the 1 chord or what it feels like to be on the 4 chord. Because your ears will pick that up and you'll start to play licks that are appropriate to these chords. So if you go one more step up or letter name in the scale from F, you'll see that that's a G, okay? That's the 5 chord of our key. Okay? So if I play from the 1 chord to the 4 chord, back to the 1 chord, still at the 1, 4, 5. That's what it sounds like to get to our 5 chord, okay? 5 chord, 4 chord, 1 chord. And you guys notice that if you're listening to this, that 1 chord really feels like home base. It's like, this is just nice. You're hanging out, you're playing all your licks, and they sound great over that. But this lick that I just showed you guys is going to go great. It's going to go great over that G chord in the key of C, or the 5 chord, okay? So that's just a basic overview of what the 5 chord is in this key so that you guys can place that lick. I hope you have fun, and I'll see you guys next time.